Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today, the finale. Ace Man is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. This been on point. This is going to be special.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Nasty.
In is Jorge Soler, and given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year. But if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
Yeah, and he's going to go after it. I'm sure he's shocked he wasn't traded at the deadline, but here he is. He's grinding it out with the boys, and he's going to finish strong. That's what big leaguers do. They do not give at-bats away.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Chisenhall is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Abreu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jose Abreu.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt.
Oh, come on.
Garver recovers, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
Oh, come
Tough
on.
pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. Set to get his day started, Chris Davis. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
I'd like to get it turned around.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So digging in now, Jorge Bonifacio, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Jorge Bonifacio.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it. He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Whit Merrifield. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Bonifacio, base runner at first with 1 out. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Whit Merrifield goes down for out number 2 in the top half. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next.
Jorge Soler.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Come on.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike.
Started what?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Salvador Perez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Number 13, Salvador.
Yeah, we might as well go for
it. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
0-2.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Davis is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio.
The designated
first pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Bonifacio.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So add
9 pitch, 3 strikeout inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 11 will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping in, Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Merrifield behind, 1-2 strikes.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
This one's down to third. Moncada fields it cleanly, and that's the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now, Adalberto Mondesi. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Mondesi.
Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And he's going to add to the total.
I don't think he cares.
Team punch-outs
they're out
now
of the playoff hunt.
At the plate, Hunter Dozier. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. A swing and a ground ball to third. Moncada has it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Now at the plate, Jose Abreu. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch on the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Now in the box, Salvador Perez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he'll step on the bag himself and
survived that. Oh, and they scored 2 more runs, which is good.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Chris Davis. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now the pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. It remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, man. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Moncada gloves it. There's 1. On to first. A double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Whit Merrifield is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And a knuckleball here is bounced to second base.
Here we go.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends.
Oh, he's going to leave me in.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hunter.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. On the year, Dozier is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's one swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
The 1-1 home. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-0 the final score today. The Chicago White Sox used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
That was a huge win. I wonder how far back we are now. Let's check real quick. Game out. Yeah, it's just us and the Rays fighting for that spot too. Which one do I need? He's the closure now? I don't understand. I don't know what's going on with this team. They got some weird moves. All right.
Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside. Guaranteed. Coming to the plate now, Eric Landry. And we are set
Leading
for baseball here this
man,
evening. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 5.
Here's a called strike about thigh high, 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running. Behind
0-2 now. Mann has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Mets go down.
That's hilarious.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's a 9-year major league vet. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And another foul ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. Hey, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And a strike to even the count. One of
the more solid everyday umpires.
Praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Nothing across. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So coming to the plate, Yan Gomes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Grounded to the right. Gregorius is there. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring in Darnell Sweeney. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
It's good.
A ball and no strikes. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Sweeney is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Eric Landry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
So he sets him down swinging. Ahmed Rosario becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Conforto. Anderson picks it up. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that.
Nice.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Oh, messed up.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Though.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Again, a 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. And ready for another chance. Wilson Ramos. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
Got him to go down swinging there. Yan Gomes is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Come on, let's get him right here.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Make it 6 shots.
3-6.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eric Landry. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
They need to add some more runs.
I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Henson shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matt. He got up. You can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Michael Conforto. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2.
Been swinging at them all day.
Just hung in there on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Doesn't matter what you think, though.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
This is why I need a 4th pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
0-1 the count. 0-1, here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Come on. Come on.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand.
No.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Yan Gomes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Number 10, Yan Gomes.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a shot down the corner.
Get foul.
And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. To short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Alejandro Bravo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 22, Alejandro Bravo.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Feared down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Check swing called strike, 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like
that, and he'll make the catch here to end it, and the White Sox have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final.
Of course it did.